Kaspa family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Cannot thank you guys enough for all your support. But yeah, let's take a look at what's happening with Kaspa right now, and of course what we could be expecting going into a brand new week ahead of us. Looking across the board, obviously we did see a little bit of a correction as of Sunday. For a lot of coins. Some are still up right now. Obviously, kind of not include MantraDAO, because what happened is quite scary. But speaking about what's quite scary, let this be a learning lesson for each and every one of you guys. When you see the profits, lock them in, and I cannot stress this enough, because you cannot control things that can happen that will never cross your imagination. And we have seen that happening right in front of our eyes with MantraDAO. Feel really sorry for the people that are involved. Hopefully some sort of resolution or some answers come out, and hope like a miracle happens. But again, once again, let this be a learning lesson, and diversification is key. Cannot stress that enough. But Kaspa down 1.1% on the daily time frame, with the price currently sitting at 7.36 cents. Also down 1.7% in Bitcoin comparative. Now, if you're looking at the market cap, just below $2 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at 68.7 million. A lot of people agree with my overall take that Kaspa is showing strength recently, but it has long ways to go. There's no doubt in that. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we're going to start off by taking a look at what's happening with the dominance. If you're looking at the dominance index here, guys, it is picking up traction, as you can see this for yourself. We did see the dominance going down, actually, down to 63.45% a few hours ago, but it's picking up, as you can see. But again, like I said, we need to not focus mainly on the shorter time scale. You need to take a look at what's really been happening pretty much since the beginning of April. Dominance is still hovering above 63%, which again is considered really high in my opinion. If you're looking at BTC, Bitcoin is obviously going into Monday morning. Hopefully continues to keep up this trend. Of course, unless we hear some sort of negative news coming out that can have an impact on the price, which of course is not in our control. But so far so good. The way Bitcoin is in this upwards trend, obviously it needs to be considered. So far so good for BTC. Obviously we'll keep it kind of there. We did not see the price retest below the 0.50 this weekend. Again, that is something that I will take into consideration. But like I said, we need to keep the weekend factor into perspective. But with that said, let's analyze and take a look at what's happening with our good old friend Cas. So if you're looking at Kaspa here, guys, just a few hours ago, I don't really need to, give you guys a reminder, but Cas was sitting at literally 8 cents, just below 8 cents, and it was showing amazing amount of strength. So like I said, what I've been speaking about over the last few days for Kaspa, and I still am holding onto that specific thought. You can see this for yourself. We're in this upward trajectory. There's no secret about that. And again, if you want to put this into perspective, you did see Cas go up 50% in a short span of time. We're talking about 1 week. Less than a week, actually, about 6 days, you saw Cas go up 50%. So it's still in this upwards trajectory. Obviously, we did see a little bit of a minor pullback. So did the broader market. So of course, Kaspa is going to react to that. But you are seeing, Kaspa making its way up to the 7.4 cents resistance. Obviously, you can see this for yourself. Resistance coming in its way, but the target remains to be the same, as I've stated to you guys before, the 8.2 cents, and it's looking likely that we'd retest that sometime this week if we continue this upwards trajectory. That itself is only a 12% move from where we currently are. If Bitcoin does end up breaking above 86k, start retesting 90k range, and potentially make its way into the 23.6, and hopefully dominance does go down below 63%, that would be a really good chance to see Kaspa really start showing some legs behind itself, which it already is right now. But breaking out of this key resistance would be a very big a reaction in a positive way. So so far so good. As of now, we're still in this upwards trend. As of now, nothing has been invalidated in my books. Everyone has their own ways of obviously analyzing charts, but I'm very harsh on analyzing charts. But as of now, you got to give credit where it belongs. It is in this upwards trajectory. Obviously, the 24-hour trading volume is low because of the fact that it's not listed on all the centralized exchanges. But one step at a time. Of course, let me know down below what you guys think, where you see the price of Kaspa going. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.